over this past weekend, Captain Marvel took the number 2 spot at the box office. This just goes to prove even more that Captain Marvel could not have been successful without the help of Infinity War and Endgame. This movie would not have been successful if it didn't have the privilege of piggybacking off of these incredible, huge movies. So it's funny because they even say right here, piggybacking off of Avengers Endgame's massive success, Brie Larson's Captain Marvel solo film climbs back up to number 2 on the domestic box office chart. And, we've been saying this for a while. People have been like, well, how did this movie make $1 billion when, it really wasn't, people didn't really seem to care that much. The Rotten Tomatoes ratings was a thing where it was showing, a lot of people from the audience were not interested in seeing this movie and all of that types of stuff. Well, there was still a lot of casual people out there who were going to go see this movie because they knew that it was tied to Infinity War and Endgame. Captain Marvel had her own teaser at the end of Infinity War, setting up her movie, which was going to be releasing about 11 months or so after Infinity War. And then Captain Marvel released like a month or so before Endgame came out. So, of course, this movie was going to do well because it was sandwiched between these two giant films. I mean, Avengers Endgame is easily going to make over $2 billion, and Infinity War made over $2 billion. Endgame might even, I wasn't sure about this at first, but it's starting to look like this movie might end up being one of, if not the biggest movie of all time. There's a slight possibility of that now. So, it just goes to show that Captain Marvel, if she didn't have the help of these two movies, she would not have been successful on her own. Marvel Studios knew this. They were smart in how they planned this. They intentionally put Captain Marvel in between these two movies so that it would do well. Casual movie fans, casual moviegoers, people who just go see the Marvel movie that comes out and stuff, they don't follow all of the things that we follow. They don't know about Brie Larson's ridiculous behavior. They don't know about the political agendas or the identity politics that Marvel Studios is pushing into their movies. And because of that, they were just like, hey, Captain Marvel is tied into Infinity War and Endgame. We should probably go see this movie. That's how it made $1 billion. And, this is just perfect proof of that. Anyway, that's just kind of something that I just wanted to point out. I saw that that they were talking about how successful Captain Marvel is and how this movie continues to make more money and stuff, and that's only because Endgame is now out. And it was very obvious that Captain Marvel was feeding off of the hype of Endgame because a week prior to Endgame coming out, it was doing really well and stuff. It was climbing back up, and then it got all the way up to number 2 in the box office in the weekend that Endgame came out and stuff. So, it just goes to show that is exactly what happened with all of this. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know about this. It just beat out Wonder Woman's movie domestically not very long ago, and that really doesn't mean anything. Wonder Woman is still a much better film. Wonder Woman is still the best of the best when it comes to the female superhero films, and I think it's going to stay that way for a while. Nothing Brie Larson does can touch what Gal Gadot does, and that's not going to change. So with that being said, I just wanted to point this out to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then consider subscribing to the channel, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.